Hello, Whimsy fam, my friends. We're going to ask today what's coming towards you in love. Please remember that I cannot predict free will or timing. As much as I would like to be, I am not the witch on the hill. I am not the oracle. However, you're all on your own timelines. Regular tarot watchers will know how this works. You know, other people could all screw this up, so so I'm going to get you a card or two from the, this is the Guardian of Night Tarot. Haven't used them in a while, so it totally slipped my mind. And we'll clarify with the star. So let's get started. No gabby. Just get to the point. All right, Spirit. Let's get some shuffling in. I've been in kind of a mood, fam, I gotta say. I hate February. And it's not because I don't like winter, because I much like winter. It's just, you know, nothing much happens in February. I don't know. Maybe it does for some people. Sorry, that's my cat sharpening its claws on something it's not supposed to. Polecat! Stop. Polecat lives in the library. Oh, it was funny last night. I was laying in bed watching television, and I happened to look up, and there were 5 cats on my bed, all snuggling with me, down either side. It was like a 5-cat night last night. Usually I get 1 or 2, but not 5 or 6. Yes, I'm a crazy cat lady. Okay, let's get a card. I always forget to get my grippy stuff. All right. Spirit, can I have what's coming toward the fam in love right now? Can I get a card, please, Spirit? Not in that half. Can I get a card, please? Thank you. Ace of Cups. Well, that's a promising start, eh? Alrighty. Can I get another, please? Thank you. 7 of Wands. Man, that's 7 of Wands. We've got the Tower on the bottom of the deck. And Judgment. Major Arcana. Remember, we're not in charge of the Major Arcana. That is the energy of the universe and spirit. That's what they do. Okay. Well, I get the feeling of a choice off of this, but that's not necessarily a meaning of, you know, these 2 cards. Something popped into my head that said choice. This is sort of like digging in your heels and maybe forming your own personal philosophy, which is awesome. Yeah, because our personal philosophy helps us tackle what the world throws at us. It's being unshakable. And maybe there are people who just don't understand. Ace of Cups talks to me of usually of self-love, of a new journey, secure in yourself. Huh. Interesting. The Tower, things you've gone through that other people don't really understand. The Lovers beneath the Tower. So, and the Knight of Cups. Interesting. And this is the half, this pile here is the half of the deck that both of these cards came out of. Spirit didn't claim a card from this half of the deck. But you've got Judgment and the Four of Wands. And the Sun. So, happiness and happy future, you know, walking down a path with another. And this is the Two of Wands twice, right? So it's your plans and their plans coming together on the same path. And Judgment. Somebody has shed a skin, maybe. The Seven of Wands comes after the Six of Wands, and a lot of people say it's defending your Six of Wands victory. Being a Wands, it's your own inspiration and your own fire and the things that matter to you, right? Okay. And the Queen of Wands is on the bottom of the Star Tarot, which is what we're going to clarify with today. Everything you need to know, fam, is in the description box below, especially if you would like to book a personal reading. I'll say that if you would like to book a personal reading, book it based on the nature of your question, not necessarily on the price. So don't think that the full nitty-gritty Celtic cross spread that's on my price list, that might not be what you need. It is the most expensive option on my price list, but you might have your question answered with a much less expensive spread. So the spreads on my list, I'll send it to you if you email me. They represent the bare minimum number of cards that I need to get your reading. Often I go way beyond that. But I go until your question is answered. Until Spirit is done talking. So, let's clarify. Cut to the Three of Wands. Interesting. Three of Wands comes before the Four of Wands. Okay, let's see. Why the Ace of Cups, Spirit? Why is the Ace of Cups here? Can I get some detail on the Ace of Cups, please? Ace of Cups. Why is it here? Thank you. The King of Cups. And why the King of Cups, Spirit? Thank you. Justice. Nice. Nice, nice. All right. And the Seven of Wands. Why is the Seven of Wands here, Spirit? Why the Seven of Wands? Thank you. The Devil. Boy, lots of major arcana coming out today. People might be doubting you. Why the Devil, please? Thank you. Dang it. All right. Well, we got a bunch of cards coming out, so we'll see what happens. Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles coming out a lot lately. Balancing your choices. Nine of Wands on the bottom of half the deck. And the Lovers. Alrighty. We're going to run out of room. Well, I'm gonna put the deck back together. If the other wanted to come out, it would have come out originally. Alrighty, so we have also the Ace of Swords, the Empress, and the Hierophant. Lots of things are happening due to universal energies and, you know, spirit right now. Lots of major arcana. I think that you're getting a blessing that you worked for, that you deserved with justice. The King of Cups. To me, that says someone is coming in with an emotional gesture that makes your cup overflow, right? And this Ace of Cups, the cup is overflowing. Watch for feathers, maybe moths. This time of year in the northern hemisphere, not so many moths, right? But they could be in art. Let's see. What's backing up the Lovers? Two of Wands. There's a plan, a partnership, a plan for a partnership. Ten of Wands. Putting down ideas and things you used to be passionate about that maybe that you're not so passionate about anymore. This happens as we get older, as we go through experiences, as we shift timelines. Priorities come to the front, right? Things we used to think were priorities aren't priorities anymore. And the Fool, new journey, new trust, trusting the universe. All right, so we also have the Ace of Swords. That's two of the aces. Maybe you're going to learn something. Sometimes we make the mistake that the Empress, the Emperor, the High Priestess, and the Hierophant, which is also the High Priest, already know everything they need to know, but that's not true. The Hierophant and the Empress, they always explore any kind of new knowledge. Let's see if we can make some more room. I tried to use my ring camera, my ring light mount, and it just, I couldn't get it to hold my phone properly, still working on the camera setup, fam. All right, now I've got these on screen and you can see them. Okay. If you look at this Two of Pentacles, it's an infinity symbol. Many times they are in tarot. I'm drawn here to the chalice. I mean, these are pentacles, right? But in this one, there's a chalice, and this one's the blade, which are symbols of the divine couple, divine feminine and divine masculine. This one also has a divine feminine and a divine masculine, right? And see how they're not connected? Like there's no infinity symbol here. Okay? There's separation. The devil being doubt and profligate behavior, as some would call it. I think these are saying that your personal philosophy needs to be free of separation, right? I think these are saying you need to start thinking about how you can welcome a counterpart into your life. And, you know, how that counterpart fits into your personal philosophy. Because they're coming. The cards are saying they're coming. The Lovers, Justice, the King of Cups. You have two halves of the divine couples here, the Hierophant and the Empress. It's not the Emperor and the Empress, and it's not the Hierophant and the High Priestess, but we are all shifting in and out of these energies all the time. Perhaps you personally, that's your truth. See, the aces are one. The aces are you. They're internalized, they're you. So this is there are a singular truth. A singular, it could be your counterpart's truth. But it's something that a person comes to on their own reflection, right? After they've pulled out the Ten of Swords, you flop it right back around to the Ace. Hopefully the Ace is something you learned from the Ten of Swords. And even if you do figure out how this person or thing fits into your personal philosophy, you have to remember that that person has an entirely different set of experiences from you. And you can't judge them. And if they are on your level, they won't judge you either. I have nothing but admiration for the people I love who have come through towers and how they manage to get through it. How they manage to keep breathing every day. And this is what I want to do. I feel called to put the Ace in between. Because it feels to me like both you and your counterpart are coming to some sort of truth. And it just happens to be that you share the truth. And Justice says the universe wants you to have the love that you deserve. the love that is meant for you. The universe never wants us to settle. And that's why a lot of things take a very long time. Manifesting takes a long time. Finding the right person takes a long time. And when you balance your feminine and masculine, when you balance everything in life and make the more connections you make, and you add new philosophies into your personal philosophy, the less doubt you're going to have. So many people read the devil as addictions, but I don't usually read it as an addiction or a negative behavior. I look at it as a breakthrough. It's the doubts that cause us to come to new truths. A hangover is what tells you shouldn't drink as much, right? For example, just catch my drift. But you see in the devil here, these are divine feminine and divine masculine in their own circle, in their own world, sort of like in the womb. And they're forming themselves. They're separated and they're forming themselves. And they're insulated from this doubt. And that's, I think, the goal, is to put yourself in such a mindset that this doubt cannot touch you because you are protected. I'm struck by, there's a lot of blue here. Blue, 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 blue. Blue in this card. This is blue sky back there behind these clouds. All of that says to me, somebody's got to speak. This could be a conversation. You see there's 2 moons here, and there's 2 moons here. And maybe they're a little reminiscent of this labyrinth here. Ace of Swords is a double-edged sword. It's the sword of truth. And some kind of truth has to come to light, I think. And you know, I watch other readers, and I think everybody is saying the same thing right now. And I don't see it happening, any of these things that we're talking about. Yeah? And so I try to tell you something that other readers aren't saying. You know, get a different perspective. But in all these cards, I'm seeing a pair. I'm seeing a pair of poppies here. You know, the pair of magpies, the pair of trees, the pair of the 2 of wands. Yeah? And the pair of scales. I mean, all of these are just screaming. There's 2. There's 2. There's 2. There's the 10 of Cups behind the Fool. And the Ace of Pentacles. So you've just now got 3 out of the 4 aces for a new beginning. growth. And in this card, too, is the third eye. And this purple dragon right here, which I never noticed before, albeit I've only had these cards for about 2 months, but, you know. Six of Pentacles, reciprocal give and take. Nine of Cups. Two people in the Ten of Cups. I'm seeing pairs everywhere. Where does this go? Behind here? I think so. If we read the Tower with Justice, the Tower is struggles you went through. Things that exploded your consciousness and imploded your world, right? My life was imploded. And there's a sword, of course, in the Justice card. The Ace of Swords right here. Truth. Everything balances on this truth and communication. Let's get some tea leaves just for fun. I didn't have a plan for advice. Regulars will know I usually use the monsters, but let's get some tea leaves. I grabbed half the tea leaves right here, so we'll see if we can get some details out of the tea leaves. Just shuffling the tea leaves. This really is the only way to shuffle them. They come with a bag to shuffle in, but that doesn't work too well. So you just end up with a tangle, in my opinion. Maybe a box. I don't know. All right. Let's see. Let's see. More details, please, Spirit. Can we know a little more? Anything? Woohoo! Gong, an exciting event. I'm going to leave them where they fall, unless they roll off on the floor. Justice on top of Justice. Time to go out and have fun. Well, if you can. Thank you. All right, Diamond. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. On the Ace of Swords. Maybe the truth you can tell somebody will be their precious gift. The Tower. Solid foundation and success with effort. Landed here on the Devil. So, and on the bottom, psychic ability, trust your intuition. And you don't have to be psychic to do that. Let's see, what else do we have? The Candle, you will be shown the way. On the Hierophant. That tells me there's still something a little to learn. Chain. A chain of events will affect your life. Spear. Heartache over what you no longer have. That landed over here. But, okay, so in my estimation, this could be, it landed on the King of Cups. Maybe this is a returning past person. But I also see a connection to the Devil. Because heartache can make you do a lot of things. It can make you drink too much. It can make you take risks. It can make you go out and paint the town red. It can make you have relationships with people that aren't meant for you just so you can feel something, right? And horse, a short journey. And this was over here as well, which tells me this king is not far away. So balance and an Ace of Cups together create an exciting event. And this tower, do you see how it's falling away? It's falling toward this giant hunk of quartz that I've got over here. I mean, and it's big. It's huge. Here, let me show you. Ugh, it's huge. I don't know who needs to hear this, but my cousin gave this to me. She moved into a rental and found it half buried in the flower bed and gave it to me. So, maybe that resonates with somebody. But this tower is leaning away, right? So this tells me that this tower is, though it helped you on your way and helped you, challenges, it's a challenge that helped you form your new self, it's not falling toward any of this. As a matter of fact, right next to it is the solid foundation tower from the tea leaves. Success with effort. It's interesting to me, on the off chance that I've got any runners watching, that speaking up about what you went through in your Ten of Swords and speaking to your person is a precious gift. It's trust. And that's something that you will have with your person. I always consider, when anyone tells me anything that is personal to them, a personal struggle or a personal epiphany, I always consider that a gift. That they would trust me enough to hold that and be the person that makes that real. Because sometimes when you're too inside yourself, you can't process it. But when you find a witness, someone to witness you, oh man, that's an amazing gift. And I feel like, where should I put this guy? The eye. Well, it was just on the bottom of the deck, so we'll just hold it for a sec. I feel like your person, when they show up, there's the Hierophant again. I mean, the Hierophant in many decks is the Pope. It's a confessor, or someone you can confess to that doesn't judge you. It just lets you unburden yourself. The Fool again. I think when you find this person that you need to unburden to, that's a whole new journey. I find this Fool a particularly beautiful card. When you stop holding things so close to the chest, Four of Pentacles. Yep, the Knight of Swords coming in with the truth. So maybe if your person's already in your sphere, you need to ask yourself, who is the person that I feel like I can talk to, that I can be honest with, that I can have to be my witness? Sounds like something I would manifest. I mean, your intuition, that's what it's telling you. Who can you sit in darkness with? Who sits in darkness with you? Who is an excellent listener? Who gives you the truth? Always. Who doesn't have an agenda, right? Unconditionally. Song, again, popping into my head. And also Follow You Into the Dark, which is kind of a dark song. I mean, it's about dying, but I will follow you into the dark. Katy Perry, Unconditionally. That's who your person is. The Hierophant is a teacher, a leader. The candle, you will be shown the way. Who taught you? Who isn't like anyone else? Diamonds are particularly rare, but for sake of argument, we'll say that they are, because they're controlled by scarcity, right? The price of a diamond is controlled by who holds all the diamonds, but there's somebody. They're not going to be like anybody else. And different but complementary. Neither halves of this infinity symbol are more important, right? You could flip this card upside down, and graphically, the image would be basically the same. Matter of fact, let's do it. We'll flip it upside down. So you can be day and night, but you're also blade and chalice. Yeah? And you've been over here cooking. Let's put this tower on top of that one. You'll be over here cooking, right? You're cooking in your own womb, your own learning and shadow work and trials. And it's time to come together. Or when it's time to come together. it'll be something to fight for. And then I think this heartache for what you no longer have, I don't think it will be an issue anymore. I'm sorry about the noise, fam. We could go for hours and there never be a single noise in this house. And then as soon as I turn the camera on, everybody decides to run up and down the stairs. And the dogs decide they need to go out and packages arrive. So, I don't know, maybe that's interruptions, maybe that resonates with someone. Maybe you've had a lot of interruptions. Or you feel like it. Maybe you and this person, if you already know each other, have had a lot of interruptions. One of my best friends spent, I don't know, 18 years, 16 years, I can't remember exactly, in an abusive relationship. And when she finally managed to break out of that, she found her happiness in someone that she had known 25 years ago, right? So, you never know. And I think this means that you are each other's reward. You will be a divine and precious gift for them, and they will be a divine and precious gift for you. And that's why, as much as we want it to happen, we can't rush it. And I think in this energy, Spirit won't allow you to rush it. There's a lot of major arcana here. This is happening in divine timing. And it's exactly right. But you can't get derailed based on someone else's advice. The devil, temptation, that's someone else's advice. You could have gotten bad information. Always better to go to the horse's mouth, I think. Yeah. Yes, fam. It's coming. But it's very important that you get balance within yourself. Balance your feminine and masculine. That's taking care of business, right? No matter where it is, whether it's outside of you or internally. And sometimes we get so blinded by the hunt for our person that we don't reflect. Well, fam, this is your reading. I really love this for you. Claim it in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe. Our upload speed has been wretched lately, and I can't seem to fix it. So it'll probably even out eventually. And also, I still don't quite have a setup the way I need it to be. And I've been a little sick. So we're going to have a live stream soon. But that's what I'm waiting on. The live stream. Just snafus. So hit the bell notification so you know when I go live. Free readings when I go to live. Yep. Also remember, these are ravens, I believe. Let me look. Yep, they look like ravens. Ravens have 1 foot in spirit and 1 foot in the physical, right? And then you've got the lovers underneath the tower over here as well. So you have the lovers twice. This is how we fight the darkness in the world. Is by finding our person and being happy and raising the vibrations. That's the new timeline. That's the new earth. I love it. I love it. Okay, fam, that's your reading for today. I hope it helps. Love you. Bye.